I gotta change the plans a little bit. I'm gonna be working on the honey tonight. I'll be pulling honey immediately because it's gonna be raining at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I gotta get this honey off tonight and get it extracted. So I'm a little bit in hurry up mode on this deal. Thanks. Alright, last time I was extracting, I did some custom extracting a couple weekends ago. That leg pulled up from the cement. That bolt came unhooked from some of the pressures on it, and I got that epoxy back down, so at least I'm not behind the 8 ball on that. Alright, I'm ready to go on the Bobcat. I got the hive tool, got my bee brush, veil, and a smoker. I use a little bit of smoke to kind of keep things moving along well. And those empty supers ready to put the frames in. I will start with the farthest hive from the house and work my way back. Alright, now I'm going to brush that frame of, free of bees. I'll brush them back into the hive, and then I'll put the frame into this stack of supers where I'm going to extract it. So that's the process. Brush them off, stick them in there, and then take them to the honey house. Alright, this is why you don't want to park in front of the hive. I tried to get off to the side a little bit, but all these bees are starting to try to rehome to this Bobcat, and I gotta move it a little bit before I get things messed up too bad. Alright, that's what I got. 3 supers, 2 frames in that one, and then 3 in that deep. I usually don't extract the deeps, but these are all packaged colonies, so they were brand new this year, and that one had, there was 2 deeps on that hive, and it kind of packed out some of it with honey, so I want to get those extracted and back on the hive. But now I've got to get my uncapping tank, get it set in here, and get ready to rock and roll. Uncapping, extracting, clarifying, and then into the bottling tank. This is my extractor. It is a 6-frame tangential extractor that I have converted into a 12-frame radial by adding a little ring down there with posts on it to keep the frames upright, and so they sit against the back of that basket with their backs facing out, so I can extract both sides at the same time. Alright, now we got a load in the extractor. It's spinning around like a crazy red centrifuge, getting those babies spun out, as they say. Capping tank is where I take off the cappings and let that drip into there, down into that bucket, down into that bucket, then up into the clarifying tank. It gets strained again, and then eventually down through the fine nylon cloth to the bottling tank, and we'll get to that later. Alright, that's the end of the extracting. Got a little bit of honey still coming out there, but it's pretty much all spun out. Got some empties over here. I've been setting a lot of the empties outside, just beyond this door, and you can see that the bees are pretty busy coming to clean that up, and so we'll let them get that cleaned up, and I'll bring the rest of those empties out, and they will make short work of that. And next step is putting it in the bottling tank, straining it through that cloth, and then bottling. Alright, now to the final step, the bottling step. So it comes out of the clarifying tank into that cloth mesh strainer, into the bottling tank, and then down into the jars for final consumption.